Well, it's been a minute. I'd like to say that my channel isn't dead. I just haven't been able to do anything with it since the pandemic and everything that's involved with that. A lot has changed over the last couple years. I have moved my business to a new location. I've expanded quite a bit, and I kind of want to re-jump my channel and get it started again by showing off my new lab and trying to be committed to making more videos about chemistry and the application of the analytical aspect of it. So I'll give you a tour of the lab, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I think it would be best to start with the room that I have dedicated to spectroscopy, infrared spectroscopy here. That is an FTIR microscope there. That is a regular optical microscope. I'm actually currently working on a sample that is really nasty. And then this is my regular benchtop FTIR. I'm currently using a diamond ATR on that. And this is the very popular benchtop NMR. I'm definitely going to be doing something with that soon because everybody seems to ask a lot of questions about it. That is an 82 megahertz low field NMR, but proton only, no carbon. So that's just the way that is. Got my own break room. That's nice. As you can tell, I just moved in. This room I have dedicated to what I would say is minerals analysis and anything else that can't be analyzed with FTIR. This is my new baby. This is a Raman microscope, so it does Raman spectroscopy with 3 different lasers. I have a 780, a 633, and a 532 nanometer laser for this instrument. It's very important to have multiple lasers for that. I'll go into that later in another video. This is actually, believe it or not, my X-ray diffractometer. And it is a beauty because it only requires a very small amount of sample to get a test done. So I really like that. And I'm currently calibrating this instrument to run a test. Leaving the Raman room, going into the main lab. This has been my dream for the last 8 years to try and piece all this together. Got a little bit of everything. Got my own chemical storage in the back, so acid-base cabinet, flammables cabinet, other cabinet for dry chemicals, and some glassware, sample prep area, vacuum filtration, vacuum oven, ultrasonic bath. I have my own ductless fume hood from Air Science. I love this thing. It's just awesome to have my own chemical hood. Cannot put words into how much I love having that. And then I also was able to justify to myself buying my own rotovap. Cannot believe I own one. This thing was off of eBay, and then I bought that separately also off of eBay. So I got these just for a ridiculous price, and I am very excited to use that in some of the future videos. So over here, this is something that I have. I don't know how much longer I will have it, but I'll do something on it. This is a laser diffraction particle size analyzer. So what you get with this is, I'm trying to get the sample name in there. This gives you your particle size distribution over a pretty wide range, and it reports the micron size in a volume or a percent volume distribution. So it's a great way to get particle size distribution of your materials. That is a refractometer, a very, very nice one from Mettler Toledo that I also got off of eBay. So thank God for eBay, or else I wouldn't be in business. This is very much a workhorse of mine. This is my GC-MS. This portion over here is the GC. This is the MS. So it's gas chromatograph or gas chromatography with mass spectrometry. It's an incredibly powerful analytical tool for trying to identify individual chemical components in the volatile and semi-volatile range. But if you also have this guy here, this big box over here, this is my liquid sampler, but this is a direct thermodesorption / pyrolysis unit, which means I can take samples and thermally fragment them and then look at the compounds that are produced from the pyrolysis process, and from that you can interpret what your material is made of. It's a really unique tool. I love it a lot. It's really what I built my business on. And I have named him Vladimir Pachinko. I will explain that later, but that is its name. Simple analytical balance for sample prep for that guy and for everything else.
I have another FTI iron here that I use for vapor phase analysis. So this guy here is a gas cell that's heated, and then I have a transfer line over there that is not currently connected, but that connector goes over to this guy here, which this is a thermogravimetric analyzer, TGA, that also runs differential scanning calorimetry. So you get your mass loss versus temperature, as well as your heat flow. Heat flow is a measure of the energy flowing into and out of your sample as a difference in temperature between a reference sample or a reference cup and your cup that has the sample. And out of that, you can get an endotherm or exotherm measurement that tells you about melt transitions and whenever you have chemical reactions going on or thermal combustion, that kind of stuff. It's a really neat tool, but the thing that I can do with this is I can take the gases that come out of the end of the furnace this direction and plumb them over to here, and then I can do gas phase analysis of what comes off of materials and tell people what is coming off in the vapor phase. It's really, really cool. I like it a whole lot. So, yeah, that's like all the big stuff. I mean, I've got just so much space. I used to be in maybe a couple hundred square feet, and now I've got all this to myself, and it's just me, which means I can do whatever the hell I want, and nobody can stop me. So what I will be doing is I will be doing my own chemical reactions. I will be doing I really want to try and take some of the stuff that some other great YouTubers like Kim Player, Explosions in Fire, Now Red, all those kind of guys, and take some of their experiments that they have done and then try and show what you do with your end product. When you have completed your reaction, how do you prepare it for these analysis? Which analysis would be appropriate for what you do, that sort of thing. And then we can go into the minutia of, how the analysis works, why certain analysis are better than others for certain scenarios, that sort of thing. But yeah, this is my lab, and this is what I intend to do. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.